Alright, today I'm ranking every Fortnite map. The way this ranking is gonna go is it'll be every chapter's map, so not individual seasons, so enjoy. Coming in at last place is the Chapter 5 map. I'm a guy of the opinion that Chapter 5 isn't as bad as people think, but this map was just so boring. A lot of the POIs were just bland and generic, and that wouldn't be a big problem, but all the POIs were the exact same. There were like 3 town POIs with the same textures, there were 3 mansion POIs and mansion landmarks everywhere. And the map didn't even look appealing, it looked more like a COD map than a Fortnite map. Now it did get sorta better over time, I like the Underworld and Mount Olympus and all that, those changes that just diversified the map, but come on Fortnite, what was that desert? After Season 3 there was no point of landing there, and that goes for a lot of these POIs after their respected season. Tell me, did you land Snooty Step... What? Snooty Stepes is the name of this POI. What are these names? You got Pleasant Piazza, Ritzy Rivero, and Snooty fucking Stepes. Whatever, did you land Snooty Stepes because you liked the POI or because the Peter Griffin boss was there? Because no one landed there after Season 1. Anyways, moving on. 5th place is the Chapter 4 map. Look, this map wasn't bad, but it was just so mid. The thing that becomes obvious just by looking at this map is it's a smaller map, which I prefer, because more likely than not, if you have a smaller map, that means you'll be getting more action. But what sets this map higher than Chapter 5 is some of the POIs are actually memorable. Mega City is one of the most iconic POIs in the game, Brutal Bastion is great, Slappy Shores, you just had some fun POIs here. But I feel like in between each POI was just meh. Chapter 4's terrain was just chunky and hard to get through. I get that was the point, but that doesn't make it good. Now as for the most controversial change on the map, the jungle. Fortnite just has a thing with making Season 3 maps just have a dip in quality. I didn't hate the jungle, I liked the tall trees that you could climb up and stuff, but come on, it was just so hard to traverse. And it was in the middle of the map, so you'd likely have to go through it every game, so yeah, there was a good amount of good, but not enough to place us any higher. 4th place, we've got Chapter 3's map. Now, Chapter 3 is a hard one to rank because it started off with a peak map design. The Sanctuary was great, you had the Foundation statue next to it, so you could like glide on it like it was Steamy Stacks. The Daily Bugle was nearby and surprisingly lasted more than one season, which I don't think any other collab POI has in the game. And really this whole chapter had consistent map changes, like in Season 1 Tilted came back for the millionth time, but this time it was the real one, which was just game changing. Also there was Covert Cabin, which was pretty much a Grotto 2.0, but yes, while there was constant map changes, they weren't always good. In Season 2, they had a really cool idea to do a war theme, and they could have done so much more with this. Every week, they shot down a bunch of blimps, but all they did was just like either go in the ocean or just like crash land and just add like a new chest to the map or whatever. So while the Chapter 3 map started really strong, it just ended really bad, especially all that chrome stuff. I don't know who greenlit the chrome at Epic because it just looked so horrible. Now, this could just be recency bias, but in number 3, we got the Chapter 6 map. After a year of playing Chapter 5, this was a breath of fresh air. The map is actually diverse, there's a whole blue forest biome, grassland, snow, red mountains, a damn swamp. And the POIs are actually kinda good. I mean, Night Shift to Watch is absolutely beautiful, and you have Bird, which better not get removed by the end of the chapter. A couple of weeks back, there was this new mid-season map change that added the Kappa Kappa factory and destroyed that bridge. I gotta say, it's perfect. For the most part. The only problem with this map at the moment is it's just too good. There's some POIs that should just be landmarks. I don't know why that bridge is a POI. And some other POIs would be good to have in like a Season 3 map, but we're in a Season 1, so I don't know how they're gonna improve on the map. Hopefully it's not like Chapter 3's map where it peaks at the start, so that's why it's not any higher, and also it's a new map, so I don't want to regret this in 6 months' time. At the number 2 spot, we got Chapter 2. I love this map. I don't think I've realized how much I did until Remix dropped. You got some of the best POIs in the game, like the Agency, Lazy Lake, and the Grotto. You got hands down the best landmarks of any chapter. You had the Risky Rails as one, pretty close to the center of the map. The Orchard, all the military bases. And I know some people hate on the biomes this chapter, but I really like the Stark Industries biome. The desert is better than the Chapter 1's desert in my opinion. And the Primal biome really wasn't that bad, it was just because of the season it was in. But if I like the map so much, why is it in second? Well, the problem with this map was the evolution was absolute trash. Every season they'd add a new POI, then after said season it'd just be removed. Especially the middle of the map, they added the desert, then replaced that with the primal biome, then replaced that with literally nothing, then replaced that with this cubed thing. It was just annoying. Compare the Season 1 map to the Season 7 map. Barely anything changed. They went through more effort ruining the map than actually building onto it after every season, and that's sad because it would have been probably my number 1. But by doing process of elimination, you probably know that my number one spot is the Chapter 1 map. And yes, I know it seems like it's just nostalgia, but the map had the best art style. When you think of Fortnite, you'd think of this goofy, cartoony feel that's kind of missing in the later chapters. Also, I know this is kind of nitpicking, but back when OG first came back, one of my friends said he missed when these maps were made on a grid. You know what I mean, those square things you see on the map. It felt more unique, separating it from other games, but I get it if other people see it as outdated, but that's just me. But anyways, the Chapter 1 map has a huge advantage because the game was brand new, so when it started it was a very basic map, so it got the chance to change tremendously over the season, so it definitely has the best map progression. And I see a lot of people say that the map fell off over time, but I don't really think it did. Even Season X, I really enjoyed the cluttered chaos of the Rift Zone POIs, it really spiced up the game. But I know me and only 200 other people share that opinion. But even if it did fall off, you had iconic POIs like Tilted, Salty, Retail, Pleasant. You see how you immediately picture these in your head what I was referring to? Like I said earlier, when you think of Fortnite, you think of these POIs, this map. So yeah, that's my ranking for every Fortnite map. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it, and hey, subscribe. But have a good day.